where the daisies grow.
What do you think of it? What do you feel here now?
Dark.
It's eerie.
Yeah, very
Extremely eerie.
Very.
Like, you can feel the people who were down here during the war.
How do you think it would feel to them coming down here?
I think
Scared.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be down here. Especially like hearing it, like thinking about your house, if you have your pets.
Yeah, you'd be really worried, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But you'd also be glad that you're down here a bit safer.
What's that, do you think? Have a think. It's the electric supply for the lights. Look up there, look. That's an escape hatch. So if the main entrance was bombed and you couldn't escape that way, so there would have been at the time an iron ladder going all the way down here. How do you feel now if we turn off all the lights? What's it like? Something else, isn't it? Hey? Can you imagine being in here with 200 people? 200 people. Where do you think we are now? What could be split to one side and split to the other? Suppose I said men and ladies. What could this be? What do you think? It's a loo. It's a loo. How would you fancy spending a penny in here? The way you feel.
Is that an airplane up in the sky?
They'll be happy to know that as you saw me go, I was singing this song.
Here we have it here, look. This is the ladies, this is the men's. What we have here, can you shine the light behind it? This might do. Look. And that would fit. Can you show us, Stephen, where it fit? Up there. Can you perhaps do it from the other side, Stephen? There. And there's a light inside, isn't there?
Yeah.
Right. Originally, I thought that could be there to show people who were in the loo that the air raid alert was over. Alternatively, it could be to provide a degree of illumination in there because the lighting that's outside here, which you can't see of course, may not spread into the loo. But I'm wondering if it's something else. And I think it's to tell people gas attack. Because if you were sitting in the loo some distance from the entrance and the ARP staff in here were some way from you, you wouldn't hear them. And I think it was to say, put your gas masks on. So it would mean you might have to take this out and put this on. It's falling to bits, but do you remember that there?
The gas mask smells awful.
In that little box between the men's and the ladies mean put your gas mask on. We don't know. So we have to wonder, how would the other people in the shelter know to put their masks on? Let's just see if this works. It certainly does. Let's have a look at what that was.
For anything.
Yeah, for anything. Fingers in yours.
Keep them in.
That's it. So what did you think when you heard that sound?
What do you think, Abby? When you heard it,
What did you think?
Scary?
Would you think you'd need to do something? Be aware of something?
I'll never forget
Your
the
attention,
sound
wouldn't
of
it?
the aircraft.
Yeah?
It's so weird down here, isn't it? It's time stands still here. This is 1941. Can you imagine the hundreds of people in here? Now, if you look along there, the seats were just there, look. So they would have sat on the left and on the right. So Stephen is now walking between their knees. Let's go. Here we go. It's so quiet.
Do you want to see it?
A bed.
Daddy, when the war is over, can I still play in the air raid shelter?
Can you notice it's not too cold and it's not too hot, is it?
Is there a escape hatch?
Another escape hatch, girls.
See it? You see it?
Ellie, you'd have to squeeze through that hole.
You scared the hats in the hole?
Don't drop it.
What is that?
Light bulb.
Hold it up high for me.
Hold it by the bottom.
There. Now, what's the chances that that will still fit today? Has technology altered? I know it's an old-fashioned bulb, but will it still fit? Here we have a light fitting, and I'm just wondering if it will go in. Yes!
It does.
There you go, look. Unbelievable technology in the way of how the bulb fits. It's the same. How would you feel about spending all night in here?
Quite scary.
Yeah. How would you feel about it, Ellie, if you came in here on your own all night?
Would you be happy?
Loads of people that you don't know. How would you feel?
Scared.
You'd probably
You're
come in
scared
here
now.
with your... Which of your school friends would you have in with you here? Who would you pick?
Callie, Holland. Which one? Harlan.
Harlan. And what about you, my love? How would you feel about being here all night? No iPads,
No.
no iPhone.
Then I would be very depressed. But being in here with a lot of strangers be quite terrifying. You wouldn't know like where your family is.
Here it is again between the men's and the ladies. Was this to bring light into the loo? Was it to say the alert was over, or possibly the alert was on? Or was it to tell people to put their masks on?
Could be all of it.
It could be all of them. There is where a light would have been. Do you think the light from there would have spread into here with the door shut?
No.
Maybe not, no. It wouldn't do, would it?
Bit, like through end the bottom of
It would depend how tall the door was, I suppose.
Right,
Doors were pretty tall.
about here, about here.
then
Just about here they were.
You're modified if it did go in.
yeah, not there would have been some going in, but not a huge amount. Not like the tunnels that are.
No.
Be like very dim.
So really, that light could have done many things. Strangely enough, in other places like this, they've been found elsewhere, like over there on the wall there, or over on the wall somewhere else. Never in that little space. We always thought that space was to let the smells through. Because how do you think they went to the loo here? Ellie, how do you think they went to the loo? Something you take to the beach.
Bucket.
Bucket.
They don't have like toilets, do they?
The difference is large bucket. In fact, very large bucket. So the smell would have been quite substantial, wouldn't it?
You want me to go first? Yeah. We do.
Keep some flat there.
Yeah. We'll go back there.
And of course, in the days, it wouldn't be just hanging down like this. It's just been ripped, hasn't it, now, with age. So if you were in the loo, sitting down like this, you would just see that light up there. And the other interesting thing is, it's been angled to reflect the light in, look. If you just look here, it's been cut. So the light will reflect in. I wonder about the other side. Yes, it's cut the other side. So the light will be splayed left and right into both parts of the loo. And you can see there, just there, you can see now the glass is busted, but the system of construction has prevented the bits of glass popping out, which would be very important if the shelter received a nearby hit. Your feet are amongst them.
Right, so you see all this metal and how over time it's all rusting?
Yeah.
So can you see the different colours? Like here?
Yeah. Like
All right.
dark and then light.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's all the chemistry that you start learning in school now. It's where all the oxygen is reacting with the water on the metal and it's breaking down and converting into rust. And you can see it all there, look. Alright?
Looks like soup.
It does,
looks
on
like
the end. Yeah, on here.
It's like the soup at home.
Yeah.
It's just like
So up here, look.
yeah.
You see where the water's coming down through? Yeah.
Water at the end.
And that's, yeah. And that, you've seen it in caves.
Yeah.
And it's where the minerals and stuff and all the bits in the earth, it's all following the drip that's coming down through.
Yeah.
And it builds these. Oh, I've just knocked one off there.
Like an icicle.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like. And then in caves, you can get them going up from the floor. Do you remember seeing those in caves?
Yeah.
Alright.
That cave we went to had like all everywhere.
Yeah, stalactites and stalagmites. And you find them anywhere where water is going through an area. And again, it's chemistry. It's taking it and it's depositing it into things like that. It's really clever. And over time, they can get longer and longer and longer. And the only reason that they would break is if somebody touches them or their own weight is too much to hold.
And then it just snaps.
Yeah.
You want to go first? Yeah, okay, Stephen. Yeah. Did you bang your head? Be careful. That's it. Got it? Yeah. Go on then. Cool. That's it. Look at the water droplet on the end of the other one.
Every year it gets a little bit bigger and bigger every year. So what do you think then? Come on.
Interesting.
Any other words, adjectives?
No.
Very emotive.
What did you say?
Mysterious.
Mysterious.
That's a good word.
It's very mysterious, isn't it?
Very emotive to think of people sheltering down here, what they were going through in their lives. The day to day could be normal, and then of an evening and a night being down here.
Imagine being
Scared.
with like no food.
Yeah?
You don't know what's going to happen.
They would have been in here a lot of times. Home from school, here, maybe stay here all night. That poster actually says air raid shelters. No smoking, smoking prohibited, dogs not admitted. Why do you think dogs are not allowed in here?
Because if dogs are in here, they would be barking a lot, and that way it would give off like where they're hiding.
Yes, but it would also, imagine the dogs could get very upset and they could attack people because the sound of all the bombs coming down in people in that, it would be the atmosphere. So I'm afraid you would have had to leave your dog at home.
What about cats?
Cats not allowed either. How would you feel? No animals were allowed in here.
What? Well, that sucks.
Although to be fair, I've never read anywhere that you can't bring in a cat.
Oh, shit, you can't bring it.
Maybe you can. How would you feel, Ellie, if you left your dog at home?
Sad. She'd cry for him.
Cry, wouldn't you? Yeah.
Can you picture yourself down with loads of other people and then Kira's at home?
No.
No? I can. What? Why's she staring at me like that?
What's that you said, Chloe?
Right, probably wouldn't happen, but imagine like you're all down here, the lights are all on, and then just all of a sudden something happens out there and all the lights are just shut off.
Must have happened.
Yeah.
Must have
At
happened.
some point it would have, but it wouldn't have been very common.
I don't know if the bombs cut off the electric supply.
Yeah.
We mustn't forget that all the houses outside here that aren't there today were destroyed.
Yeah.
So bombs fell near here, yet this place saved loads of lives.
Yeah.
Right, who's going up first then?
Okay, children, last words. What do you think now you're out?
Kit, are you glad to be out?
No. I want to go back in.
I wanna stay out. I hate that shelter.
If you'd have been in
fun.
there overnight during the war,
Scary.
how do you think you'd feel now coming out in the morning, for example?
Happy.
Be grateful to be alive, to have survived another air raid and more danger. And you'd be glad to just go about your day as best as you can, and then probably worried that you'd have to go back in again that night.
Yeah.
Does anybody here remember Vera Lynn? Remember how she said that we would meet again some sunny day? Don't leave the children on their own. Bring the boys back home.